Hey guys, Blessing here, and how are you all doing? Welcome to another live stream. I hope everybody can hear me. Oh boy, we are back late in the night, but you know how they say better late than never. Who has missed me? I have missed myself a bit. But you guys know I'll always come back. I will always pop up one way or the other, one day or next. I will be here. No matter how long I stay away. How is everybody? How are you guys? Okay, so for some time now I've been saying, I'm going to dive a bit deeper into this Ned Nwoko, Regina Daniels palaver. Let me be sure people can hear me. Can everybody hear me? Hi, Ilona. Hi, Jean. Jean98 says, oh, she's not feeling well. Oh, beterschap. Someone is not feeling very well. So sorry. Yeah, maybe it's the weather. Miriam, I see you. Ilona, hello. How are you? And how is your day? How is your week? It's a new week. Are there new plans for you, or you're just relaxing? Last time you said you were, I think, cleaning out. So are you through with that, or are you still on it? Jacqueline Conyers, hello. Yes. Oh, you were waiting for this one. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah. So I've been like shifting it. I've just been dropping updates up and there, here and there on Facebook. But I've always known, okay, you know what? We just have to talk about this because the story is very interesting. It looks like a movie. And we know that Regina Daniels, this young lady you see here, is an actress. So it's almost surreal, almost double. Like you're feeling like, could this all be scripted? But you know it's not scripted. You know it's real life. It's her life, and it's real, but it's also surreal at the same time because the things that have come out to even know that this girl, according to her, the best part of the tea, why it's so juicy is that these are self-made confessions. It's not like the man saying, of course the man also said things about her, but I would say some of the things the man has said about her, she has confirmed that, okay, yeah, true. But the juiciest part of it is that she herself has confessed to some things like having an abortion even before she got married to this man. She got pregnant by him before she clocked 18. No, she was like 17. If we have to calculate, she and her family are claiming now that she was 17 when she met this man. This man is claiming now that she was 19 when he met her. That's another section of the argument they are having. Let me put this Facebook phone away so that the sound is not. And I hope my sound is good on YouTube, by the way. I'm streaming from my laptop, so I don't expect issues with our sound. My laptop is plugged in. Like I'm on point today. My brain is turned on. I don't know why. Maybe I had such a good weekend's rest, but I'm just good, So my laptop is plugged in, my phone is plugged in. Like, I told myself, I'm not gonna forget today, So everything is we're just going to relax and have a good time this evening while we are here. So this girl, now these two people, this old man and this young girl, they are now struggling about her age. And that's one intricate part of this story that looks like a lot of people are now focusing on. Oh, you married a small girl, you know, and they want to use that now against him. They want to use it strongly against him. But there is so much to it. It's very easy for all of us to say, oh, you dirty man, you married a 17-year-old. It's very easy, but there is so much attached to it. It's not as straightforward as it sounds or as it may seem, like, oh, let's just cuss him out and call him out for marrying a 17-year-old. There's a lot of nuances to him marrying her, at what age he married her, what Google tells us about her age, how that age got into Google, into Wikipedia in the first place, what she has told the internet about her own age by herself. So she is part of the whole complot. If she was married as a child, she was a child bride. Eh? If we all agree that she was married at 17, she was an enabler in that story, she and her mother. She was 17, she was a minor. We might not be able to just put it all on her because she was a child who was under the guardianship of Rita Daniels, her mother. So I'm just going to put more blame on the mother. We're not here to put blames on anybody, but we have to apportion blames to where they belong. We can't put all the blames on this man. I have my reservations about him. I'm not pro Ned Nwoko. I'm not here to support Ned. I'm not here to support Regina. I'm here to just tell you what I believe is the situation now without adding sentiments, because people are so sentimental, maybe because of what they think about him or how he lives his life, his lifestyle, polygamous, and they tend to just be carried away by, oh, such an old man, such a small girl. But there's so much, like I said, she is part of that whole organization of an old man marrying a small girl. He didn't marry her against her will. She was a small girl, but she had someone who was not a small girl behind her, who gave her hand, who said, I signed to this, I agree to this. But we'll come to that age part. Yeah. Is she really 17? Or was she 17? Or was she 19? So that's what we're going to look at today. We cannot finish the entire story today, but we'll do the intro today. I will come again for episode 2. You guys know I like to really take my time with stories, break things down, go deep. So today we are just going to touch a bit on who is Regina, what's happening at the moment, and then when next I come live, we'll go further into what has been said by all the parties involved. The latest update now, anyway, is that this Baba, this Baba is still talking. Oh. This Baba is like, hey, you people will talk, I will talk. He's not backing down. He just put up, I think I posted it on Facebook. This man, somebody did a video about his story, and the person was really speaking in his favor, speaking against Regina's mother. This man shared the video. This man shared the video, like, this woman is saying the truth. I've never had any contact with her, I don't know her, but what she's saying is I was like, Baba, just rest already. The moment you rest, this case will die down, unless you just want it to continue to linger. And the more it lingers, the more damaging it gets for him. I've always said it, this man has more to lose than Regina. What has Regina built that she's going to lose now that will affect her? What? Her movie career or acting career, she didn't really build it that well. She was quite popular because she was a child actor, a very good one at that time when Nollywood was still Nollywood. But she didn't build that career into her youth like that. But she built a name for herself. We're not going to lie. But that name, she suspended it because of marriage. So what else is there for her to lose? She lost that name sort of in marriage. She lost that career because of marriage. So it's not like, oh, now suddenly nobody wants to act with her, nobody wants to work with her anymore. No. So what is she going to lose now from all of this? I don't see much that she's going to lose. Honestly, maybe her children. But when it comes to her individually, I don't see what she can lose, what can be so damaging to her. But you see, this Baba, he has too much to lose, and he's letting her drag him into the mud. He has so much to lose, and he shouldn't be playing the same games she's playing online. He shouldn't be fighting at the same level with her, doing social media battle with a girl who has not built a career, who has not really built a name, a solid name in society. This man has come a long way. He's a senator, a sitting senator, and he wants to be doing, I'm sharing this blogger. This blogger really said the truth. Baba, go and sit down somewhere. That's just what I will say now before we even go into this story. I know he's trying to defend himself, but there is a point you'd have to tell yourself, okay, I draw the line here. Because people will believe what they want to believe. People have already taken sides. So no matter what you say now, people are still either going to turn it and twist it, or they will just turn it in such a way that it will still be in her favor. They will still find a way to defend her. No matter what you bring out, Baba, people will still use it in her defense. They will still say, oh, after all, she was a small girl. But she was not a small girl throughout the 6 years that they were together. She was a small girl when you met, possibly. But then she clocked 18, she clocked 19, she clocked 20, 21, 20. So would she be a small girl forever? So that's just what everybody kind of like is hanging on to. He married a small girl, but see, the mother was there. The mother was not a small girl. When he married Regina, Regina's mother was not a small girl. And she opened her eyes and let that marriage happen. Okay, I do hope my sound is good again, because I'm just going to get started and I will not be reading comments any longer. For those of you who have my numbers, if there are any issues, please call me. Okay, someone says I'm not familiar with this too. Okay, maybe with this video you might get a bit more information into what is happening. So this man here is a sitting senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. His name is Ned Nwoko. I think he lived in the UK for some time. He's a lawyer. He was a lawyer. And he's a polygamous man. He even became a Muslim to be able to substantiate his reasoning behind being a polygamous man. He has 6 wives, Regina being the 6th. Or let me say he has been married to 6 women, Regina being the 6th. One of the wives is estranged. So officially he has 5 wives. Okay. Regina is the last, the youngest wife. What else? This man was 40 years old when Regina was born. Let's let that marinate. The day they gave birth to Regina, the mother said, oh my God, thank you, Jesus. A girl is born into the world. My princess, welcome to the world. Congratulations, Mama Regina. On that day, this Baba was 40 years old already before Regina sucked milk for the first time from her mommy's boo-boo. This man was already 40. So when they married, we'll get to when they married though. She is now claiming she was 17. Although when they married, the mother tried to convince us that her daughter was not a small girl. Her daughter was almost 20, just to cover up. That's why I said these people are part of. If you're blaming this man, I don't have a problem with it. But make sure you are blaming Regina's mother alongside. That's my own. I'm not here to defend anybody. I'm just saying, please be honest. Don't be an extreme feminist, women supporting women. Don't just be like that. Don't just be like that. Be honest and straightforward so that other women will not make the same mistakes. Because whether you want to believe it or not, Rita Daniels, the mother of Regina, knows that she erred, that she did what she shouldn't have done with her precious daughter. So if she was 17 and it was such a problem, why did you let the marriage go on? So you gave your child to an older man. So if he is guilty of child marriage, Rita Daniels is equally guilty because she wasn't 17. Rita Daniels is her mother. She didn't protect her daughter well enough. So all of them were lying to us. Regina was lying to us that she was of age and big enough to marry in 2019. Regina's mother was telling us her daughter was not a small girl. Her daughter is wiser than many of us carrying headache for her daughter's case. But now that they have issues, they want to now tell us that no, she was not old enough. Oh, she was 17. Whose fault is that? The mother's fault. The man did not go and steal Regina from Regina's house. If he had done that, we would all be here protesting. You know, I would be in front. If this was a case of, okay, this man kidnapped Regina, locked her up in a cage, and he forced her, she didn't want to. If that was Regina's story now, I'll be in front now. For what? Why would you marry a girl against her will? That's not the case here. So why are we blaming only the man? He didn't marry himself, he married her. She wanted it. So why are you now saying I was 17? But your mother was not 17. Your mother wanted it clearly. It was obvious. Even if you people want to make us believe, oh no, my mother didn't, she wasn't in support. No, really? And she was wearing a wedding dress on your wedding day together with you. People were even confused on that wedding day. Let me see if I still have some of those pictures. So they are just trying to, in my opinion, Regina and the family, they're trying to twist everything to make it look like it's only this man's fault. This man has his own faults, 100%. Like I said, I'm not a fan of this man. I'm not a fan of an older man who has lived his whole life, married women, he has children, but he's going to source out small girls who have not even started life. So for me, I have a problem with that. But it's not really a problem because it's his life. As long as he's not stealing those girls, he's not robbing them, he's not kidnapping them, he's not forcing them. No, he likes them, they like him. They give their consent. Everybody's happy, everybody gets married. Then it shouldn't be my problem anymore. I just have my own personal reservations about that. That's different. But you can't put all the blame on him. That is just my own message here. So, anyways, they got married in 2019. But before they got married, this girl had a life. She was an actress, like I said. She had a boyfriend, Somadina. This is a picture they took in 2018. Remember, Regina got married to Ned in 2019. This man also had a life, of course. He had a life before Regina. Those of you watching on Facebook, if you like, you can come over to YouTube because there you can see pictures, you can see videos, you can really have that virtual experience and visual experience of what we are having here on YouTube. So you can join us here on YouTube. But if you just like to hear my voice, which is also fine, you can just stay put on Facebook. Okay, he also had a life of his own. This woman you see here is, if I'm not mistaken, the third wife or the fourth. No, this man is the fifth wife because Regina came after her. This is the Moroccan woman. This is the fifth wife. So before this one, there were already four wives. So you can imagine, he's a grandfather, this man. You can imagine the wives he had before this one from Morocco. This one is in her 30s. Her name is Laila. And she's not the only Moroccan wife he has. According to pictures and information, he has 3 wives from Morocco. Yeah, he also married all of them young. And he claims all his wives were virgins when he married them. He said he cannot marry a woman that is a girl because he marries young girls. He said he cannot marry a girl that is not a virgin. So this man wants to gallivant and live life and enjoy himself, but he's selfish, which, look, there is no crime. There is no crime to selfishness. So I don't know any constitution anywhere in the world that was okay because you are selfish, you will be sentenced to. No, I don't know it. If you're selfish and you have money to sustain your selfishness, and there are women willing to offer themselves to you, by all means. But we can have opinions about it like, this man, why Why are you like this? Why are you so self-centered? You've lived, you are enjoying yourself. You sleep with different women, you marry different women. Still, you are saying that only virgins. So, girls who have not even experienced life, they've not lived life, you just want them to yourself. But you can be polygamous. But those girls, you only want to be the only one they have had and they will ever have. What kind of a man are you? So, of course, it's going to raise questions like, okay, it's a fetish, Is this man okay? Are your female children even safe with him? Yes, it's going to raise questions. But if you don't enable him, he cannot have his way. Yes, he can use his money to entice you and convince you. But if you say yes, he will go with you and you will go with him. So why are we putting all the blame on him? Why did Regina say yes? Why did her mother say yes? I want to hear a story of he forced us, we didn't want, and he threatened us and he said he would lock us up if we didn't give him Regina to marry. I don't know of anything like that. So they all did it willingly because they were enjoying it. Clearly, flying in private jets, meeting dignitaries, the movers and shakers in that country, Nigeria. I saw some events they went to, places that I don't think her mother, her grandfather, I don't think anybody in her immediate family could have taken her to. She met people, ambassadors, governors, senators, possibly even presidents. He took her places, took her outside of Nigeria, Ghana, Jordan, Dubai. She lived that life. So she wanted it. Why are we putting all the blame on him? That's my question, number one question now. I'm not saying you shouldn't put any blame on him, but why are you leaving out the other culprits? Why? Didn't they fly private jets? Didn't they ride in his Ferrari? Didn't they wear Cartier diamond bracelets? Didn't they get $100,000 in their accounts? Come on now. Okay. So we talked a bit about their past. So yeah, she had a boyfriend. People were even thinking, they would end up getting married. They were both young. Nobody saw Ned coming in Regina's life. Regina was a small girl. This was Regina just a couple of months before she married. That's how small Regina was. It's not now that Regina is now an auntie. Let me see if I have a recent picture. This is Regina in 2000, and I think this picture was taken 2023, if I'm not mistaken, 2024 maybe. This is not how Regina used to be. This was, let me say, 6 months before Regina got married to Ned, just for you to know how small Regina was. A very small girl. This girl, I'm not going, you know why I'm not going to blame Regina? You know why? No, sorry, why I'm not going to blame Ned 100%. Look, if we are sharing the blames, let us blame Ned 50%. Let us blame Rita Daniels 45%. Let us blame Regina 5% because she was 17. But you want to give Ned 90% or 99%? No, it's not fair. This small girl, let me tell you another reason I will not give Ned more than 50% of the blame. Because look at the face of this small girl. In 2018, she was 16. 20, according to Regina now and the mother, she got married to Ned when she was 17 in 2019. Yeah? So here, she was 16. And I'm looking at this girl. And I'm like, as small as you are, Ned was 57 years old. Girl, as you are like this, if you have the heart, you have the mind, you have the guts, you have the confidence to say yes to a man of 57 years old when you are just 17. Girl, you're a little hoe. I'm not going to lie. Let's not blame only the baba. Oh, she's a small girl. A small girl that knows the way to insert the baba's manhood into her body. She already knows the way. She knows where to go to for an abortion. What are we talking about? Oh, she's a small girl. He shouldn't have married her. She should. Did he force her? The mother was aware. Okay, she was a minor. Children can be coerced, children can be manipulated, brainwashed, and all of that. I give that to her. But not a 57-year-old man. And you came out telling us that you were in love with him. You loved him. You were 17. You have mind. So you were already doing sugar daddies at 17. Are you a decent girl? Why are we blaming the baba? You were already sleeping with him. Look, even the story they told us that they married her as a virgin. It's even honorable. It's an honorable thing. I'm not in support of child marriages. Whether she's 16 and you married her a virgin, it's nonsense. If she's a minor, stay away from her. But at least the story of I married my wife a virgin. What does that tell me? It tells me the man wasn't taking advantage of a small girl, of a child. Let me put that correctly. In his words, she was 19 and he married her as a virgin, meaning he had good intentions for her. According to the story they were telling us, so all of them were lying. He married her a virgin. I was like, oh, that's so good. So he wasn't like sleeping around with her. He just respected her and just maintained her innocence until he got married to her. And then on the night of the wedding, he got to know her, he got to know her inside. He had carnal knowledge of her and he disvirgined her. Sweet, beautiful kind of story, somehow. You know, and now with this saga, Regina herself let us understand or made us understand that she got pregnant for this Baba before the wedding, before they even started talking about wedding, meaning she was not a virgin. How are we sure the Baba disvirgined her? Since they can lie that they waited till the wedding and he only marries virgin. So the Baba is a liar. I cannot trust anything that comes out of his mouth because he led us on. Oh, all my wives are virgins. It's an ego thing for him. Let them see him like the man, that has principles. All his wives are clean and they are for him alone. No, not true. That's just a narrative, a social media public relations narrative that is false and built on deception. And that is so, it discredits a lot of things. It just shows me that this Baba can manipulate the masses just for people to see him as something he clearly is not. Telling us he married her a virgin. He granted so many interviews whereby he said so. All my wives are virgins. I married Regina. In fact, people will not believe Regina was a virgin, but she's a decent girl and blah, 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 blah. On the night of the wedding, blah, blah, blah. Liar, 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 pants on fire. At the end of the day, what did we find out? Before they even started talking about wedding, according to Regina, he impregnated her. So Regina was sleeping with a sugar daddy, underage girl. That means she was already a loose girl. Why are we blaming Ned? We should blame the mother who raised a child that could be so courageous to be sleeping with a man old enough to be her grandfather. I'm 42 at my age. If you give me Ned, I will run. I'm not just saying it because so that people will think. No, I'm telling you the truth. Ned now, how old is Ned now? Ned is 40 years older than Regina. So if Regina is now 24, Ned is 64, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Ned should be 64 now. I'm 42. I will run at my age. But Regina did not run. She was 17, according to Regina in the mother. She didn't run. She said, I would chest it. She was doing a sugar daddy. And you tell me she was a child. Really? Okay, let's leave that. Now, we can see how young she was, a small girl. Those are her brothers. Just young kids. They're just all kids. You know, this is what she wrote. She wrote, my kings, my fighters, mess with me, you mess with them. She already made it clear that these people, they don't take nonsense. You do nonsense with me, you do nonsense with them. The one on the right, wearing blue, he ended up in prison because of Regina. That's Regina's brother, the Sammy West that was in jail for, I think, 4 days, 5 days, if not more. I don't know. Let's just say about a week he was in prison. The man sent police officers to pick him up from Lagos. They flew him to Abuja. Then from Abuja, Niger State, Suleja or whatever. Do you understand? Because he was trying to defend her after he claimed that the man was slapping his sister, and he was like, oh, you are so lucky I didn't see you. If I had seen you, what I would have done to you, blah blah blah. And he said some things also about him, that he claims are defamatory. So they arrested him, took him to court, and we all followed that story. These are the brothers. Okay, now after the abortion that we now know about, they didn't tell us, so when they were telling us the fairy tale story, they didn't tell us that, oh, actually I got pregnant, and since he put me in the family where I just had to get married to him. They didn't tell us. They told us she was a virgin and she chose to marry him. That's what they told us then, so that it would be a sweet super story in our ears. And now they want to tell us that no, no, that's not what happened, you know. So it just tells me all of them are deceivers, all of them, both the Rita, the Regina, and the Ned. None is better than the other. Now they went ahead and got married. Look at Regina Daniels' mother, the one they said was not in support. Is this Regina Daniels' mother that convinced Regina to go on with this marriage? In my opinion, I wasn't there, but that's what I strongly believe. It was later in that marriage that Regina started to loosen up. It was later, after maybe 1 year thereabout, that she started to loosen up kind of and started to get comfortable with her new life. But you see those early stages, you could just tell that she was confused. I'm going to get the other picture. Maybe next time I do a follow-up, I'm going to get the place where they were doing like the introduction, like the wedding introduction. You will just see her countenance. You can tell that this girl, she wasn't sure. You could just tell on her face. As a bride on your wedding day, that's the day you are full of smiles. You're happy that it's finally here. The day is here, the day you've been waiting for. But Regina wasn't like that. She was just looking at everybody like, what are you people doing here? What am I doing here? Is this really part of the plan? Like, okay, what's going to happen after? That's just what I was reading in her face. Not only here, I'll show you the other video, picture when next I come live. But the mother of Regina, hey, mother of the day, mother of the bride, she even dressed like Regina in solidarity. I'm here with you, my daughter. I'm here for you. They are not going to swallow you. Your mother is here behind you. This woman pushed her daughter, in my opinion. I don't know why they're trying to tell us, oh no, even my mother didn't really support. I thought I would kill myself and then she had no choice. It's not true. It's not true. If I don't support my child to do something, even if I have to be there physically just to show support, I'm not going to be all over the place, smiling, clap. No, you will see it. I would be like Regina. You would just see it. that, girl, I'm just here for you because you are my child, but I'm not going to be dancing, clapping, laughing. She was like the bride. In fact, on this day, I remember watching these pictures and thinking, wait, who was getting married? Because the news was that Regina was getting married. But I saw them dressed like this. I was like, even this Baba is too old for Regina's mother. And lo and behold, Regina was the bride. But the mother was happier. Why did she let her 17-year-old, even if at that time they were telling us that she was 19, but now they are saying she was 17? Why did she let all of this happen? Why didn't she tell this Baba? Why didn't she even call this Baba, have a meeting with this Baba? Ah, Baba. I don't know. How does this Baba see your child before he will even start toasting your child? How did you present your child? Because I heard that she introduced Regina to the Baba. Baba did not meet Regina in the club or at school. No, it was this woman that took Regina or introduced Regina to Baba. And Baba liked Regina. So, how did you present your daughter to him for him not to see your daughter as a child? He saw your daughter as someone who he could go to bed with, and you allowed that. You didn't see him as a perv. You didn't see him like, no, not my child. You have 5 wives already. I'm not going to let, no, you'd cover your child. Like, no, I know you, Baba. After my child, you still marry another one and another one. I don't want my child in that environment. But no, this woman, all the events Regina went to, this woman was there with them. All the events, she was there like a stallion behind Regina. And they are telling me she was not in support. He married a 17-year-old. He didn't steal her. He didn't steal her. The family of the 17-year-old gave that 17-year-old to him willingly. So let's blame them also. Let's blame them. Even if you don't want to blame Regina, oh, she was 17, we can't blame her. But she was lying to you that she was 19. Okay, you don't blame her, no problem. Blame her mother. Blame her family. Even the father, the biological father of Regina, wasn't in support. But this woman here, she went ahead and gave Regina's hand in marriage. In Nigerian tradition, women don't give children out in marriage. They don't. Men do. If your father is late, his family, his relatives, men do. But this woman was sitting with her chest in front. Regina's father was alive, is alive. He did not attend that wedding. He was not in support. He put up a social media post. They didn't care. They went on with it. This woman called Rita Daniels. Okay, now let's talk a bit about this age problem. Let me take a sip before we continue. Okay, this age issue, because the Baba has started to feel the fire. People are like, how can a senator be caught in a child marriage scandal? How? Who can explain it? It's a very big deal. It could destroy him for life, even internationally. A lawmaker. How? A child bride. So he is trying to cover his own by saying, no, 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 she wasn't 17, she was 19. So now it's his word against hers. But we all know that she was 17 because we've seen the passport, and the passport was obtained using her birth certificate. So he's showing a voter's card. And a passport is stronger than a voter's card because any goat can go and acquire a voter's card with false information. But let's look at his defense. Let's read. He said, It has come to my attention that false claims are being circulated by Regina, suggesting that I married her when she was 17 years old. These claims are entirely untrue and misleading. For clarity, during my first meeting with Regina, I asked her age, and she told me she was 21, not even 19. She told me she was 21 years old. I further asked if she had any document to support this, and she presented her INEC voters card, which clearly shows that she was born on October 10th, 1998. So, how old would she have been in 2019 when they got married? She would have been 18 in that year, right? Not even 21, if I'm not mistaken. If she was born in 1998 and they met in 2019, no, then she would have been 21. Okay, good. I informed her that I would keep this document in my possession, and I have done so since that day. I have also seen a BBC interview her mom granted after our marriage regarding her age. According to all verifiable records, our marriage took place 6 years ago. The marriage took place in 2019, which was 5 years ago. So he is talking verifiable records. Okay. Which means Regina is 27 years old. So this man is claiming Regina is now 27. Regina and her mother are claiming Regina is now 24, right? Because they say she was born in 2001. Hey, okay. Any suggestions that I married her at 17 is false and should not be accepted by the public. The facts are verifiable and indisputable. Until this is done, I urge the public to approach all her claims with caution and discernment, especially taking into account her current mental condition, having started and abandoned her rehabilitation from illegal drug addiction. You see? That last paragraph, he still puts that injection. Like this girl is a colo mental patient. She's not well. Mentally, she's not stable. Drug addiction. She went to rehab, although she didn't complete the treatment. He just put, so you can already tell that this marriage is over. It was already over, but people were still like, oh, she will go back, you know. They always go back. The Moroccan wife also left at a point in time, but she went back to him. Okay, we'll get back. We'll get there. He's presenting this voters card. I had to cover some of the information because it's not allowed to share like personal details of people like that. So, according to this voters card, it says Regina was born in 1998. And this man is claiming that this is what she showed him and he kept a copy. This is where I'm going to start to ask questions. I further asked if she had any document to support this, and she presented her INEC voters card, which clearly shows she was born, blah, blah, blah. I informed her that I would keep this Okay, he said he would keep the document. So you collected her document and you kept it. You were not married to her. You just met somebody. Your first meeting. You just met. Oh, God, I don't believe you. I don't believe, even if you are my toaster, even if you are the president of the country, my identity card, my voter's card, okay, you can look at it and just to confirm my age, you can make a photocopy just to have a copy. But for you to keep the document in your possession, there's something fishy there. I don't believe that part. So he claims he has been keeping it, although Regina's brother put up a post that he made this document in his living room, that he printed it, he made it, he falsified it by himself, according to Regina's brother. But he is claiming she gave it to him and he kept. The only place that will not make it good for Regina, let me show you people. Hold on. This is the back of the document. If it's going to show. It takes a while to load. Can you guys see it? Because I cannot see it. Let me go to my... I just put it up, but I cannot see it here. Let me go to my YouTube and see what's showing there. If it's showing there, then I'll just continue. Everything is slow today. Why? Is it the weather? Internet is slow. Hold on, guys. My internet is not working. It's saying no connection. Why? Can you guys even hear me? Do I even have internet? Hmm? How come? Let me see. Let me go to comments to be sure. Oh, we can see and hear you. Oh, thank you. I have two phones here, and I don't have internet on both phones. So I'm like, what's going on? So how come I have internet on my laptop? That's strange, oh. Really strange. Okay, let me turn it off and turn it on again. Okay, now I do have. That's crazy. Anyways, I just want to be sure it still went off. Something must be wrong somewhere. My internet is well and fine on my laptop, but on my mobile devices, both of them, no internet. So I don't know. I have no clue. I have no idea what is happening. Anyways, I don't know if you guys can see it. I cannot check it now because I don't have any way to check what is happening on YouTube, but I'm trying to show you the flip side of this card. So I'm just going to trust the process and hope that you guys can see it. Me, I cannot see it. So how can I even read what is on it? This is crazy. Let me see if I should turn off my phone and turn it back on. It's just crazy. Two phones. Okay, let me turn this one also off. Okay, let's continue. I'm going to skip that one because I cannot read it since it's not showing on my screen. And then I'll go to where should I? Let's read this one first. Shite. Okay, I think I'm going to leave Facebook because all the things I'm trying to show are on this Facebook phone, this one I'm streaming from. So I'll have to get off Facebook so that I can access all these things that are not showing on my laptop now. Otherwise, I cannot read anything. I cannot see anything. I just find it. Okay, I just turned the phone back on. Let me see if it works this time. No, my internet is still not working. Okay, Facebook people, let me give you 30 seconds to come over to YouTube. come over to YouTube, guys, so that I can read the stuff. But I've never witnessed anything like this before, man. So strange. Okay. See you guys on. Oh, wait. Let me turn on my mobile device, my mobile data. Maybe since my house Wi Fi is not working, maybe that one might. You never know. I mean, it's working because that's what my laptop is connected to, but my mobile phones don't just want to connect. So I am going to try that one. Okay, I give up. Let me see. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. One last try. I like to try different. Nope. Okay, let's go to YouTube. See you guys there. Bye. Bye, Facebook. Okay, now I can go. But let me ask you guys, can you see, what do you see on your screen before I continue? Just to be sure you guys can at least see something. What do you see? Do you still see the voter's card or you see a write-up? What do you see on your screen? Okay, you see a write-up. Good. That means we are good. So I'm not seeing it on my screen, but I can use my other phone to see it. So we are good to go. Let's continue. So this is the back of the card. Let me see what is there. Okay, so this card was issued in 2018. And these people got married in 2019. Yeah. They didn't tell us specifically when they met. Although, when the guy was interviewed, when Ned was interviewed, he said he married his wife within 3 weeks of meeting her. So, sometimes it's not good to lie in this life, in public, even in private, but publicly lying destroys you forever because it will come back and haunt you. Because you're lying publicly to make yourself look good. One day it will be used against you. One day it will be you against your words. How are you going to correct the lie you told? He told us he married her. In fact, next time I'm going to play all those videos. He married her within 3 weeks of meeting. So if they married in May 2019, that means he met her maybe April, May 2019. But this card here says it was issued in 2018. It was registered rather in 2018. So who made this card? Did he make it in 2019 and backdated it? Or he was just lying about when he met her and how long it took him before he married her? Remember, Regina got pregnant according to her before the marriage. So they were already sleeping together even before that May that they got married. Okay, now he's saying they got married in 2018, right? Let me see. Yeah. Let me see what he wrote here. According to all verifiable records, our marriage took place 6 years ago. 6 years ago is 2019. Okay, he didn't lie. Oh, sorry. Okay, I thought he was lying. 2019, they got married. That's also what I have on record. Okay, true. Now let's move on to this one. Okay, I'm still waiting for it to load. And this woman is an oversabi woman, Doris. I think she's also an actress. I don't even know her. Before this case, I didn't even know her. Let me just say. She said, Una don't see Regina's old passport. So she started to post Regina's passport. But before we go to Regina's passport, we are still contemplating and debating on this voter's card. Is it fake? Was Regina already using this voter's card before she met Ned? Or Ned forged this card just to make Regina look like an adult that he was dating, sleeping with, marrying? What's the truth about this card? One thing I know for sure is the card says Daniels Regina Uneamaka. But Daniels is not Regina's official. Daniels is not her legal name. It's just a stage name. Regina's surname is Ojuegu or something like that. Ojuegu. The father is not Daniels. Although the mother also adopted the name Daniels because Regina Daniels became a big name and then her mother became Rita Daniels automatically and she adopted and embraced the name. But this is not her real surname. So how can her voter's card be carrying a stage name, an artist name? If you have a page and you name your page Maggie Sauce, is your passport also going to carry Maggie Sauce? No, your passport will carry your real names. Your stage name, your page name is just your alias. So we don't know what to believe. However, one thing I know for sure is that Regina herself was using this card. This is Regina's hand when she was telling all of you that she has voted. When she posted on social media that she was going out to vote or she has gone out to vote. So Regina herself was using a fake voter's card all over the place. You see why I told you people that if you want to blame this Baba, I don't have a problem with it. But blame him reasonably. Blame him with sense and blame the other culprits because they are as guilty as he is, if he is guilty. Now they're telling us, oh, it's a fake voter's card. The card says she was born in 1998. Where did he get it from? Even this woman, this Oversabi woman is asking, where did he get it from? But Regina was using it. Why was she flaunting it all over social media? So Regina is as guilty. She was using it. So, oh, he printed it in his living room, but she was using it. And she was not just using it when she was 17, because she voted not when she was 17, or let's say she lied about the age. So she's accomplice to document fraud. So if that man is going down, Regina is following suit. Regina is going down as well. Because you know why? She wasn't 17 years old for 6 years. She became an adult. She's not 17 in 2025. She's over 20. Her mate is Priscilla Ojo. That one is whether 23. So she's no longer a baby. So let them know, let them just forget that argument of, oh, she was just 17. 3 years later, she was no longer 17. 6 years later, she was no longer 17. So that argument is no longer valid. It was only valid in the year he married her. It was valid in 2019. After 2019, she's as responsible for herself and for her life as any other person. So they should also blame her. Anything that happened after 2019, don't blame the Baba alone. Okay, so this oversabi auntie, there are some people I don't just like naturally, and I don't know why. But this woman, eh, she will just come online and say nonsense. Regina said, oh, okay, now it is history that I did drugs. She confirmed more or less that she did drugs. She did. But this Oversabi auntie came out and said, Regina never said she did. She never admitted to doing drugs. Like, are you just, I know that one is not delusion. That one is just, you're trying to use lies to cover the truth and the obvious. And it discredits your person and every other thing you want to say. You can fight, you can defend. It's even better for you to say, oh, she was a child. But don't be lying that she did not when it's so obvious and clear that she did. You are disgracing your age. Even the Regina seems older or thinks reasons older than this auntie of Wasabi. Someone came out, admitted that yes, I did drugs. In other words, and you are saying you want to defend what? Someone who is not defending herself, who is owning it with her full chest and saying, Baba, you enticed me. You made me do it because it's your fetish, and you said you like it when I'm high. That is her admitting that yes, I took it. And she even said even your other wife took it also or takes drugs also. And you now, because you are over sabi, you want to, why not just go and take her phone away from her so that she doesn't type? But now she typed, you want to do damage control with lies and fooling yourself. Who does that? Who? Okay, you know better now than Regina. Regina didn't do drugs. She would just decide to come and tell all of us that she did drugs because Baba said she did. Like, so this one wrote, she posted, let me show you the passport. So they started posting Regina's passports. She said, Una don see Regina's old passport before she married and renewal after marriage carries the same date of birth. So now let's see the surname on the passport. Oje Ogu. That's the father's name. That's her real surname, not Daniels. Not Daniels is just a fancy name because it would sound better for an actor. What's your name? Regina Daniels, not Regina Ojeogu. Screen name. So how did that Daniels enter her voter's card? So you already know it's fake. The date of birth is fake. So the man actually married a child. And he's trying to defend himself by saying, they told me she was not a child. And they are saying, no, we didn't tell you that. You fabricated that voter's card. But Regina was using that fabricated, in quote, voter's card. So how are we sure she did not make that voter's card by herself and present it to the Baba? After all, she was in support of it. She was using it, using a fake identity, fake name, fake date of birth to go and vote. That's fraud. So you people want to bring Baba down. All of you should be ready to follow him down. Only that he will lose more anyways, because all of you, what do you people have? The entire family. You might have businesses here and there, but compare what you have to what Baba has. He will lose more, no doubt, reputation-wise. And the man is already in this stage of his life that he's getting closer to maybe pension and just relaxing and enjoying the rest of his life, and to have all this commotion, and he deserves it. He deserves all this commotion. You want small girls, you will get the effect of small girls. Small girls, they go and have relationships with small boys. All of them will be doing small girl, small boy stuff, giving each other headaches. Look at Pella and Jarvis. They are little children. You see how they fight online. That's what you get. So you, Baba, you want to taste from the honey pot of a small girl. Be ready to face what comes with it. I was laughing with my husband the other day, talking about, oh my God, I can't believe I used to get angry about this. I remember I went over 20 years ago when we started to date. I would go to the station, and my husband, I would see him coming towards the train. I would go by train. I would see him coming, walking. I would be in the train, and my train hadn't even stopped. But from the window, you can see people at the train station. And I would see him climbing, walking towards the train. And I would be fighting. I would be angry that no, my husband should have been at the station waiting for me. That's what I was 21 or 20. That's what you get when you are that age. That's what you will be doing. You'll be fighting over nonsense, getting angry over rubbish. And then he will be looking for how he will pamper me. Oh, let's not spoil this date. You just came now. Okay, sorry. Somebody that was already at the station, just because I saw him walking towards the train. He wasn't he wasn't standing there as a soldier waiting. It's wahala. Now, this Baba at your age, if you don't want this kind of childish wahala, but you want to have the taste of children, you should be ready also to face all this kind of things that you are facing. You see, that is what comes with it. You want to eat your cake, but you cannot have it at the same time. This Baba is an advocate for polygamy. This Baba is telling men that I feel sorry for those of you with one wife. I feel sorry for you, because marrying one wife is like sitting on a chair with one leg. But when you marry multiple wives, definitely you are more stable, because you are solid. You are sitting solid. You are not just standing on one leg. Let me just put it like that. Marrying one wife is like you are standing on one leg. That's what he said. He said they are missing men with only one wife. They are missing. This man is an advocate for polygamy. So, Oga, now enjoy what comes with it. Enjoy it. So, you now, advocate of polygamy, who do you think will join you now to be a polygamist, so that they can also be facing headaches? Now, you and your estranged wife, you are dragging each other. The co-wife from Morocco is also into the battle, also dragging your estranged wife. So even if the fight is over between you and your estranged wife, Moroccan wife is still fighting Regina. So the fight will continue. You see? So the triangle of saga and controversy and scandal will be larger than when it's just one man, one wife. It's me against you. But now it's Ned against Regina, Regina against Laila, Laila against Regina, all of you. So it's mad. It's a madhouse. So you want to deceive us that, oh, polygamy is the way. It's a lie. It's dirty inside. It's just because everything is now out in the open. But if you people had gone your separate ways, it would have just been over amicably. Nobody would have known the dirt and the disgust and the rottenness inside your polygamy home. You see that it's not as fresh, it's not as sweet as you were portraying. You were deceiving yourself. You were going through hell, deceiving yourself, lying, granting false interviews. Look at all of you. Look at all of you. Look at your lives. All of you. Just look at the mess. Drugs, sodomy, and Gomorrah inside your home. Regina even ascertained that she was sleeping with your Moroccan wife, lesbian. Like, it's a mess. And you want to encourage men to go into polygamy. Your life is already a mess. You're doing well, maybe as a politician, but you see your private life is a mess. And you want to encourage other men to go into it, because you do picture perfect photo shoots with your family, with your Moroccan wife. You go out with them. With Regina, you go out. Everything looks good on the outside, but inside, it's not good. And you are trying to convince other men to join you in that mess. How market today? God exposed all of you. We used to go for another small girl. Did this one sweet you very well? Is it sweeting you as it's happening now? Because if you go for another small girl, the day both of you decide you don't want anymore, this is what will still happen. Because the way a small girl will handle matters is not the same way a matured woman will handle matters. There are some things a woman will just look at, she will overlook. She'll just, she will pick her battles. But you see a small girl, is fire for fire, aura for aura. You write something or say something, she will tell you you are a you're a liar. She would debunk it. She will be giving you fire. She doesn't care. That's what you get. So go for another small girl, and this is what you will be enjoying. You will enjoy the sweetness, but when the bitterness starts, you will suffer it. It's not even enjoyment anymore. You will suffer it the way you are suffering it now. Look at her mocking you the other day. Look at her mocking you. A matured woman wouldn't actually do that. How do you feel as old as you are? Is a small girl that will mess you up, bring you to nothing, that you say is sweeting, you want to taste it. Have you tasted it now? You are never satisfied. I don't know. It's just like I'm trying to scold a baba. I know you're a man. You should know what you like. You like what you like, no problem. But there are consequences to every choice we make in life. Yeah, you're only thinking of the sweet part of it, the sweet, fresh blood. Also, think of what can go wrong, like this one now. When your Moroccan wife left you, she also posted, I will show you guys, she also posted it on social media. She said she didn't have anything to do with you anymore. That's what young people do. Social media age, Gen Z, millennials. Me, I'm actually a millennial, but you understand what I mean. So these are the consequences. Now, they started to post her passport. And this woman, where is it? This woman, this Oversabi auntie, Regina's old passport before she married and renewal after marriage carries the same date of birth. Now, the question is, where did EPA get that voter's card from? That's the question that made me say, where did Regina get the voter's card from? You should ask Regina. She was also using it. So how am I sure that she did not give Baba the voter's card? Go and ask Regina where she got it from. Because it's her property, as you can see here. She was holding it. Where did she get it from? Another information coming to me is that EPA also forged marriage certificate. You married a minor, introduced into so many things, yet used police to harass the family because she decided to opt out of the alleged abusive marriage. That part, you married a minor. Whose fault is it? It's his fault that he married a minor, but not his fault alone. Also, the way you said you married a minor, also go and tell Rita Daniels you gave your minor daughter away to a 57-year-old man. That's what I want to be hearing, not pointing all the fingers in one direction. Oh, you married a minor. But he said, I didn't know she was a minor. They told me she was 19 or 21, whatever, at the time. They told me she was 21. See all of you, see your lives. Okay. Now, this picture, let me see. This is the brother, the one that went to prison eventually. Regina wrote here in 2018, before the marriage. She said, sometimes I wish we were from different parents so I can marry you. But I love the part of my life that we are siblings. God should bless me with a man just like you when I'm ready to get married. What does this tell us? It tells us that either Regina had not even met Ned in 2018 December, or Regina had no intention of marrying Ned. And I suspect she hadn't met him, because we saw a picture of Regina and Somadina in which month? Okay, that was earlier in the year. So she was hoping that God would bless her with a man just like her brother. If she had met Ned then, or she had intention of marrying Ned, I know Ned cannot be like her brother now. They have nothing in common. Nothing. Her brother is a musician into music. Ned is a career man, politician. Her brother has one wife, one child, focused on family. Ned is a polygamist, various wives. So you can't be praying for one thing and you're planning to marry another thing. So if you ask me, they met in 2019, got married in 2019. So where did the pregnancy come from? Possibly also in the same year. So you can see that this girl, I don't think she ever thought in her life she would marry Ned. I think the money was good. And she just felt like, this life is good. Because before they married, they were dating, they were sleeping together. And I'm sure he was showing her the life. She was enjoying, he was spoiling her silly. Your new catch, your latest catch, a small, pretty girl. You know how you'll be spoiling her. So when the maybe issue of marriage came up, she was like, you know what? I'll just do this. If this is what I'm going to have to enjoy the rest of my life, let me just do this. I don't think she thought Ned would be her future. And if her mother had stood firm, she wouldn't have done it. At 17, for you to marry a 57-year-old man, you have somebody giving you that confidence. You have a woman who is experienced giving you confidence. When I came abroad, I was in my late teens. You can't even, at that age, you can't even introduce a boyfriend to your dad. You can't even be talking about relationship. Okay, I know that's a different time than now. How much more sleeping around with a 57-year-old man at the age of 17 because he wants to give you money? So is your sugar daddy. That's the lifestyle. I don't know if you understand. So she just found herself. So I'm just trying to say here that her mother played a major role in her just feeling like, I will do this, I can do this. Or she was just already utterly spoiled as a 17-year-old, that she could just open her legs, just be dating, secretly dating him. Oh, because it was the wedding that brought everything out that, oh my God, Regina is getting married to this man. We didn't know them together. She was secretly dating a man with 5 wives and multiple children, home and abroad. And they want to tell me she was a small girl that open, her eyes are open more than women in their 30s. She was 17. She was 17, but she was doing things that 37-year-old women would not even dare. And her mother was right behind her. She wasn't an orphan. She wasn't a girl they picked from the street. Her mother held her hand. And then you want to blame only the man. Why? Unless her mother was also 17 or 15. They saw money and they went for it. It was a win-win. They didn't use Regina. Ned didn't use her. Of course, he used her, but she let him use her. She wanted him to use her because of what she would profit from it. It was a win-win. She didn't lose from him. Even the 2 children she has with him, she doesn't have the burden of them. She knows he will take good care of them. She's a single girl now, enjoying her life. He is the one being responsible for the 2 children. She doesn't have to worry about, oh my God, who is going to look after my children? Okay, we want to go to the club. No, she's a single girl now. Any boy can toast her now. She has a place of her own. Now he has to stress over 2 children. No, the nanny. Nanny, has this boy eaten? Have you better this? He has to worry about the 2 boys, not her. So she enjoyed the money. She was there willingly. Let's forget she was 17. Okay. And then they started to post her passport. She has two, one in, I believe, 2017 and the other one in 2022. Let me go to my phone. And both passports correspond. They both carry the name and the date of birth, the same one. Wait. Place of birth, it says Lagos. But the voter's card, I believe, says Delta State, if I'm not mistaken. Where is that card? Asaba. It says Asaba. You see? Okay. I'm trying to see which picture is this because so what, if that's how its name is pronounced. Omoyele. He has entered the chat room. This one. So this is a political opponent of Ned Nwoko. This man. They used to beef even before this scandal. And when he used this Sowore, you guys know him, the owner of Sahara Reporters. Yeah. When he used to beef against Ned Nwoko and APC, Regina was Ned's wife. And Regina was supporting Ned and going against Omoyele. So now that Regina and Ned are no longer together, this guy from Sahara Reporters is now joining Regina to fight a common enemy. So this one is just out for his political mission. He's not out to say, oh, I want to support Regina. No. This is just an opportunity for him to continue his fight against his enemy, political enemy. So he wrote here, he said, Senator Chinedu Ned Nwoko, Senator whatever, 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 may believe he can outsmart the public, but the record tells a different story. Evidence now in the public domain shows that he entered into marriage with Regina Ojeogu Unaimeka Favor when she was still a teenager, and the couple later traveled abroad to the UAE soon after she turned 18. Ned Nwoko personally handled her travel documentation for that trip, according to accounts from those familiar with the matter, to celebrate her 18th birthday. Wow. Meaning, well, let me just say, according to this guy now, Ned was aware that she was 17. So he arranged her travel documents to fly her to Dubai to go and celebrate her 18th birthday. But remember that it's also possible that possibly they lied to him in the beginning that she was 21, and then he got married to her thinking she was 21. And as the marriage progressed, he found out that, oh my God, my wife is not 21 but 17. Okay, what do I do? I'm not going to divorce her. Thank God she's about to complete 18. Let me send her abroad to go and do her 18th birthday. It's possible it went like that. And it's also possible he was just aware that the girl was 17. We don't know. Yeah. Okay, the same Senator Prince Ned Nwoko, long known for flaunting wealth and influence, has frequently used the now disgraced Nigerian police force to intimidate and detain members of his estranged wife's family and others speaking against his well-documented impunity. This pattern of harassment must stop. Nigeria cannot claim to stand for justice while people with immense political power and questionable fortunes use state institutions as private weapons. Justice must mean accountability even for the rich and well connected. Impunity must end. That one, I agree with that last part. because you're a senator doesn't mean you own the police force. This guy, this senator, according to records, allegedly has arrested like 9 people, including bloggers, because they spoke about his wife. They spoke about him. One of the people he got arrested is Jaruma, a former friend to Regina, controversial woman. He got her arrested for a long time. So he's just there. You just talk, he will arrest you. You talk, he will arrest you. Now he arrested Regina's brother. And when he was arresting all those people, Regina was beside him, supporting him, not caring. Regina is not a good girl. Let me just put that in front. Regina is not a good girl. And maybe when I come live again, I will show you guys why. Regina is crying out for help, and people are, oh my God. But when people needed help, Regina was not there for them. She thought she was a billionaire's wife, and she couldn't feel their pain. She didn't give them a shoulder to cry on. She's not a good girl. She's not the kind of person. I don't know why people are just, I know they feel sorry for her. Oh my God, small girl, but she's wiser than all of you. You can feel sorry for her. She knows what she's doing. When Nigerians were protesting, I think they were protesting against bad governance, this girl came out and was saying, you people, the protest you're doing is going out of line. Do you know that now I have to worry about me paying more money to my nannies? I have to pay my security men more money because salary will go up because of the protest. Prices are She was talking nonsense. You have the privilege to have nannies, to have gate men, to have workers in your home, domestic staff. But there are people out there, they don't even have jobs as gate men. And they were protesting for a better life, and you came and rubbished their protest, talking nonsense. Because your husband is a billionaire, is a senator, you have no regard for all those people. You cannot feel what they like, no empathy. That's the worst. You might not be going through what they are going through. At least as a human being, try to understand other people's pain and feel sorry for them. But she didn't feel sorry for anybody. She ran her mouth. I hope I'm going to be able to find that video before I come live. She was very insensitive. She didn't care about the nonsense protest in her mind. Nonsense protest. But when this man started to show her pepper, she cried out to those same people she didn't care anything about, for them to feel sorry for her. And she got what she wanted because they all felt sorry for her. That's not someone that deserves empathy, in my opinion. No child should be abused, no. But you should deserve me to feel sorry for you. If you don't have a heart to feel sorry for other people and understand their pain, you don't deserve me feeling sorry when you start crying nonsense on your phone. Because when you were enjoying your Ferrari, you were mocking people that never stepped foot into a Ferrari. You said, after all, even if you are crying in a Ferrari, but they cry in a keke. It's better to cry in a Ferrari. But now you need those people that cry in keke to come and help you clean your tears. This girl that everybody is riding around, if her life gets better and she leaves this face that she is in, she will still bullshit people. She will still not care about people. She will still feel like, I'm better than all of you. She's just using the opportunity now that people are gullible and they just, I don't know, they just forget things easily. She's just using them. That's how I see things. And she's lucky. She's lucky. Okay. Let me go back to my phone and see what we have here. Our Moroccan bride. Let me drink something. This woman, I'm sure her eyes have seen Pepe, this Moroccan woman. This one with low self-esteem. This woman, very beautiful girl. She's in her 30s. Look at her big, big children. A young girl. Oh. Look at her big, big, big children. She also gave away her youth to this man. Think she married him maybe when she was like 19 or in her 20s. I'm not sure. This woman, eh, when this man was with Regina, he didn't treat her, he was not treating her well. He was treating her as a second grade wife. Regina got most of the attention. Regina was taken everywhere. If this man had 10 events, he would take Regina to 9.5 events. He will manage to take this woman to half, just for people to not say too much or just to shut people's mouth. Because people were, Regina is not your only wife. Also take your other wives out. And this girl is such a mumu. Because when they now finally want to just do that nonsense half 0.5 taking out, she will be jumping all over the place like someone that has never entered a car. Like someone that has never entered a car before. I'm like, they are using you and you are grateful for being used. You can't be a woman like what kind of women are these, God? You can't say, hey, you treat me as a wife should be treated. The man will only remember this girl when he's having issues with Regina. There was a time Regina stopped wearing her ring. Everybody knew there was something going on. She stopped posting. She stopped, there was so much, and they stopped going out together, this man and Regina. Although, I think that was like last year or two, I think last year. And people started to speculate that something was wrong. Regina wasn't posting him, he wasn't posting Regina, and everything, they were quiet. Regina stopped wearing her ring, but they still kept everything under wraps, right? He started to take this one out more. It was so noticeable. People were like, all of a sudden, you remember this, our Moroccan wife. But the moment he settled with Regina, he forgot about this one. That's what he does. So, how do you let yourself be a second hand wife? When the other one is not available, then they will come to me and you are happy. I will make you know that no, you come to me because I need to be come to as a wife. You don't just come to me as an extra, okay, since that one is not there, let me just manage this one. No. But she was accepting it, even happy that, oh my God, finally he has come. Oh, low self-esteem. Look at the big, big, big children she has with him, and they still treat you like this, and you still accept it. It's a shame and it's a pity. Anyway, there was a time she left Ned, just the same way Regina left. In her time, what did she write? She said, hello, guys. I just want to say that no one has right to talk about my marriage. Please stop talking about people's life, and I have divorced already and nothing between me and him. And anybody follow me because of him, you can. So she was not just divorcing him, she was also divorcing all the followers that came and followed her because of him. All of you, leave me. I have left him, and all of you should leave me, unfollow me. So she said, and nothing between me and him. And anybody follow me because of him, you can unfollow me, please. Thanks. Please and thank you. You understand? So this one is public disgrace for this man already. Because this man, he carries all this young, beautiful. This man, he has eyes. Oh my God. He carries them all around to boost his ego. A man like me, I can get any woman that I want. Pretty virgins. So it really boosted his ego to be known as that man that can just conquer any girl of his choice. He would proudly flaunt them, take them out. Everybody's looking at the wives, like, oh my God. So for any of those wives to come out and dump him, hey, that's a bruise on his ego. He cannot take it. That's what Regina did to him. So how he handled this Moroccan wife was how he tried to handle Regina, forgetting that number one, Regina was in her country. Number two, Regina is a Ninja babe. There is a sauce that you add to being a Ninja babe. You're not just an ordinary babe. Eh? She's not Laila. Eh? Number three, Regina has a name she can stand on her own without Nwoko attached, if that makes sense. Or let me just say a name she can build on, because now she cannot stand on that name. Because Regina Daniels, okay, we used to know you back in the day when we used to buy cassettes, video cassettes. Okay, fine. Okay, you got married to one senator because of money. Okay, good for you. Okay, brand deal here and there. Okay, that's all. She can at least build something from it. But you see, this Moroccan girl, she doesn't really have a name of her own outside of Nwoko. So you cannot treat Regina the same way you treated Laila, that she came running back to you all the way from Morocco. She left Nigeria, left her children, went to Morocco, and then she came back begging. That's what this man wanted to do with Regina. To frustrate Regina, come and tell everybody. Because this man started to insinuate that the Moroccan wife was wayward. She was being misled by negative influences. And, so in other words, he was insinuating that maybe she was sleeping around. So now he tried to do the same thing to Regina initially when she first left. After that breakout of in my husband's house, I'm a nobody, in my mother's house, I'm a queen. You should have stayed in your mother's house or in your own house. And you should have not gone and married a 57-year-old man when you were just 17. So after Laila wrote this, then somehow this thing leaked, which I believe it's this, I don't know, somebody leaked it. Laila wrote to somebody else, I believe. She said, I'm sorry over what I posted about me and my husband. So the person forwarded it to Ned. That's how I believe, from the way the message was put up. It's a WhatsApp message. I'm sorry over what I posted about me and my husband. We are not divorced. She told us she was divorced here. And then later came back and said, we are not divorced. I have been under pressure over some things that has nothing to do with him, possibly. And then the Ned replied, he said, I have given her enough time to post this and close her Instagram account unless she doesn't want peace. So he even gave her conditions that she must post the same way she posted, we are divorced, leave us alone, unfollow me. He wanted her to also go to that same Instagram and post it that she's sorry and she was under pressure. And that's what she did. Just because she wanted to go back home. She said she went back home because of her children. Anyway, that's what she said, which is it's understandable, but I don't know. I cannot go and be sleeping with the enemy just because of children. No, children are very important, but I am also important. As long as I know that that enemy will not harm my children, he will not buy them, please take care of them. So this man, he kind of like blocked her from seeing the children. She went to Morocco, she couldn't see the children anymore. So she eventually went back to Nigeria, claiming she did it for her children. Sleeping with someone who was maltreating you just because of your children. Okay, good luck with that. And then she wrote here, this is to my entire Ned Nwoko family. I have realized after the man had pushed her, like, you must post it and shut down your Instagram, which she did. She temporarily was off Instagram for some time and later came back. You see how authoritative this man can be, because he just wants that public image up there. Like, okay, I've done no wrong. All these girls, they are the problems. They are just talking nonsense, and then they will come back and apologize to me because I've not done anything. They're just being wayward and just listening to negative influence. That's what he wants. Post it on Instagram. Post it. This kind of baba, eh? Hi, God. This is to my entire Ned Nwoko family. I have realized that I made mistakes. They were not intentional. I listened too much to outsiders, and I have decided to apologize to my husband and other members of the family. I want peace and progress in the family. So this line that where she said, I listened too much to outsiders. She said so, right? That's why she left. But recently, with this saga with Regina Daniels, she said Regina Daniels caused her to almost lose her marriage. So Regina Daniels is the outsiders. Oh, I don't get it. Or you're just trying to put that lie now on Regina. She said Regina Daniels introduced her to drugs. This Moroccan woman said so. That yeah, she introduced her to drugs, and because of that, she almost lost her marriage. But in this post, she said she was listening too much to outsiders. So you see, the case is long. When next I come live, I'm going to show you some of the posts they've been flinging left and right and throwing at each other. And it looks like it's never ending. It's slowing down now, but I don't think it's ending anytime soon because Ned wants to have the final word. He wants to have the final say. Now he's at the losing end. I'm not going to lie. All odds are against him. And he deserves it. Whatever he goes through, yes, he deserves it. That's the price he must pay for choking his eyes into small girls. That's the price. Yeah. The same way he enjoyed it, the same way he will feel the pain. And that thing, that nonsense he was doing at a point in time, encouraging men to go into polygamy. In fact, now he can't even chest it. Which mouth will he use to say? In fact, I think now he will be trying to say, "Oh, it's their fault." That's what he wants to build to show that okay, it's Regina's fault. She's using drugs. She's an addict. I'm trying to help her. That's what he wants to establish. But Regina is not allowing it. Regina is saying, "Yes, I did drugs, but that is not the problem we are having." But me, I'm asking, so what's the problem they are having? Although Regina said he's abusive, he beats her. Yeah, domestic violence is what she's claiming. But she said the problem is not drugs. But the man is capitalizing on drugs. But she wasn't using drugs before he married her. You see, so the case is just it's a mess. That's why I said it's like a movie. Someone should ask this Baba, how is he managing to do five wives inside one compound? How? It's an ego thing, it's a power thing for him. And Regina claims, in fact, we'll read all of that. So much came out in the last couple of days, weeks, and more will still come out. So for now, I'm just going to rest my case here till I come back again with part two. With part two, there's just so much. So should I read comments? Let me see if I can still see the comments. So it ended in tears, and someone, no, I can't say prophesied. Someone, what's that word? Someone saw it coming that, this would end in tears. Regina was like, my angel sent from heaven. She posted his picture. And Bridget said, it will end in tears with grandfather. And today, it ended in tears, heavy, hot tears. You know why? In fact, I don't want to say that's one of the reasons I don't feel sorry for her. The way she was behaving, like her life was the best, and every other person is an idiot. Every other person is a poor idiot. Every other woman that is not married to the kind of man she was married to is a poor idiot. And it was all fake. And today, let's read comments and then we'll go. Then we'll see when next Hey, okay, will it show? No, I don't even think comments will show. Nothing is showing. What if I remove this picture? Wait, let me see if that would help. Removing this thumbnail. Um, okay, yeah, that helps. Oh my goodness. Now I see comments. Let me see if I can go back to the pictures and post something else. Yeah, now it's showing. Oh, I should have tried this before. Okay, anyways, I can see comments. Let's go. Okay. Hello, how was braids? Long time. Oh, you're still cleaning. Okay, okay, okay. Let me see. Hello, Anikot. Hello, Olufunke. How are you guys? Good to see you all here. Bridget Obi. Is it the same Bridget that said it would end in tears? Wait, though. Let me see. Let me see. No, I don't think so. No, no, no. It's not the same Bridget. I would have said, oh my goodness. No, it's not you. I blame, yes, I blame the mother and the poverty that sent them. And they are claiming that they were not poor. Girl, girl, if you were not poor, you would not have gone with this Baba. Absolutely not. I'm not saying they were like poor, poor, like wretched. I mean, they could eat, but money past money. Compared to the man, they were poor. Let me just put it that way. Compared to Ned Nwoko, at that time, they were poor and they needed him. They needed his money to upgrade their standard of living. So let them not come and start selling bullshit that they've sold for so many years. Both mother, daughter, and Ned. In this case, both mother, daughter. Oh, we were not poor. How much were you being paid in Nollywood? You were the breadwinner of your family. How much were you being paid? Where are your properties before you married Ned? I want to see your projects, your buildings. It's like that other idiot and her family members that Unyibo brought to America. All of a sudden, their life started to transform. They want to make mouth. But before the whole Onyibo saga, they can't show anything. They have nothing to show. And then they want to make mouth. Oh, we were not poor. You were not poor, but you were sweaty and looking like a house girl. You were not poor, but you couldn't do all the things you can now do thanks to Onyibo and the divorce and the saga. Keep it real. That's all we are saying. We know how, we know, and now that's almost the same thing Regina and her mother want to do. Compared to him, you were poor. So he upgraded your family. The same way Onyibo upgraded those other low lives, those other wannabes. Okay. Yeah, those ones, they always have to collect one way or the other. Why would the mother allow such? Exactly. Her mother was everywhere with her. Everywhere with her. A woman not in support would not be that present physically, going to events with her, laughing, jovial, happy, even making jokes with the Baba. Have you seen? I will show you guys pictures when next I come. She will be laughing, making jokes. I will be like, madam, you're enjoying yourself. Oh. If I'm not in support, I'll give you my blessings, no problem. If I have to, I mustn't. But you won't be seeing me jumping everywhere with you. That shows I am enjoying it. I love it. And that's what Regina's mother was doing. So please don't exempt her. That's all I'm saying. Blame the Baba, but do not remove Rita Daniels. She has a bigger role to play than that Baba. A bigger role. As the mother, she should have protected Regina. You don't expect an outsider, a Ned Nwoko, that is not related to you, to protect your 17-year-old. It starts with you as the mother. Then they want to blame a man that paid her bride price in full. He didn't steal her. The mother sold her daughter, and you want to blame only the man. Please blame both of them. That's all I'm saying. Unless you are just being deceitful, you are not being honest, you're just being dishonest, you're being biased, being partial. There's something else you're looking for. You just hate the man. I can hate the man, it's not a problem, but I will be honest. So you can also hate the man if you want to, it's your emotion, but at least be honest. Don't exempt Rita Daniels. She was not 17 at the time. She was a mother of 4 children when she gave one of her daughters to a 57-year-old man. Her 17-year-old daughter. What was she selling? What was she buying? Let's just be honest now. Okay. Someone says he's a Muslim and that's their way of life. It's up to the woman who agrees to be his wives. Yeah, he's a Muslim. He became a Muslim just to be able to justify his polygamy lifestyle. No problem. That's his personal choice. No problem about his religion, about his choice of who he wants to marry. However, when it comes to child marriage, religion doesn't permit. Religion does not exempt you or tell you, okay, because you're a Muslim, you can marry a 13-year-old. I heard it happens in the northern part of Nigeria. They have children who get married. But this man did not marry Regina in Sokoto, where they have Sharia law. He married her in Delta State or Lagos State or Abuja or wherever, in the city where the constitution works very well, not in a Sharia state. So that him being a Muslim doesn't count when it comes to Regina. He's a senator. He's a lawmaker. So it's not going to hold water that, I'm a Muslim. You're a Muslim, but the constitution doesn't know Muslim, Christian. Everybody, it's one law. Don't marry a child under 18. And as a senator, he should know better. That's why he's still trying to. He's not even trying to say, "Oh, I'm a Muslim, so I can marry her even if she's 17." No, he's not doing that though. He doesn't even want to admit that she was 17 because he knows the repercussion of that. He knows. I understand that Muslims condone certain things, but in fact, this one he's not going to win the case. Someone says Regina is the victim. Regina was the victim when she was 17. She was the victim when she was 17. Regina was inside this marriage with her eyes open. Regina was bawling. Regina was having fun. Regina was having a good time. She was a victim when she was 17. She became a mom of 2 children, got pregnant twice with this man. Was she a virgin? And she wasn't afraid to please let's keep it real. She was a victim, no problem, when she was 17, but she became 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and she would still not have left. She didn't leave because, oh my God, I woke up, I had a dream, and I just realized I'm a victim. I have to leave. This man used me when I was 17. No, that's not what happened. She left because of circumstances. So she would have still been there, despite knowing that this man married me at 17. She was a victim at 17, not at 24. She was a woman before she left that marriage, a mother of 2 children, flying the world, going places. There is no human hair that she cannot afford. The man sent her $100,000. She showed the bank alert, and she was a victim. Wow. I think every Nigerian girl wants to be a victim, receiving 100. I swear to you, every Nigerian girl at this point wants to be a victim just to have that $100,000 in their account. Is she really a victim? No, let's not lie to her. Regina, she enjoyed it while it lasted. She didn't leave because she was a victim. Her being a victim is another case than what's really happening. She's just using her age now as an excuse to just make the man even look worse. To be honest, her age is like one of her weapons. Just like he is using her drug addiction, she's also using her age. But her age is not a problem to her. Marrying him at 17 is not a problem to her. Marrying him at 17 is not a problem to her mother. But now it's just like, okay, you bring your best weapon. This one will bring their best weapon. Okay, you married me at 17. It's now a problem when you are 24. It wasn't a problem to your mother when you were 19. It wasn't even a problem to your mother and your family when you were 17. All of a sudden, oh my God, we now all realize, oh my God, my daughter was actually 17 years old. Wow, she realized 6 years later. It was all premeditated. The fact that they lied to us that this girl was almost 20, the mother lied to us. They even tweaked the Wikipedia details to show that she was an adult. They changed everything, they changed her information. So they knew what they were doing. It was all plotted by that family. Things didn't go well with them. So they're just trying to use that age thing against the man. And it will work for them. If they use it against him, it will work in their favor. But when it works against him, it will work against Rita Daniels. And people are just trying to protect all of them, trying to protect the Daniels, Rita Daniels, Regina Daniels. Only the man is the evil one. No, 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 no. Regina herself, I don't even see her as a victim like that. She was a victim, yes. But right now, hey, what that girl enjoyed in her life with her eyes open, oh, even mocking people with her Ferrari. No, no, no. Oh, nice. Someone came over from Facebook. Yeah, because I was still trying to figure out this thing out. Oh, I've never had this before. Like my phones don't just have the. Anyway. This girl lives in the midst of those Asaba Nollywood ladies in their 30s, 40s. And what these girls are capable of, you'll be shocked. Wow. That's, you can see it from her mother. You can see that lifestyle. In fact, Regina posted a video of her mother and her father because they all separated, all these years they've not been together. But because the son was arrested, they both came together and they were holding hands and laughing and all of that. And Regina was so happy, like, oh my God, this is what I've always wanted, my parents coming back together. And I was like, Papa Regina, you want to have heartbreak number two at your old age. When you're in your 20s, you experience heartbreak, or in your 30s, you can survive. Now, at your age, 4 big children, you've had your peace of mind away from Rita Daniels. Now you want to do reconciliation. Don't even think it. Because this woman, where her eyes are touching the back of her head. Her eyes are big. She has experienced and eaten things you cannot give her. And there are some kind of women, if you cannot give them more than they have, they will see you as nothing. Rita Daniels will not even regard you. She will be treating you as a houseboy, seeing you as nothing, because that woman has touched money that you don't have. Papa Regina, respect yourself. That woman is bigger than you. That woman is bigger than you. She's not your size anymore. You understand? So I can already tell the lifestyle, that Delta wayward kind of, I don't want to generalize, but because I know some very good, decent women from Delta State, but I know what you mean. That circle, that clique, I know what they are capable of. The prostitute in Brentwood, is she not from Delta State? They all want to be popular. They all want to be actors. They all want to be and one of the things they use is their body. Most of them, not all of them. It's a pity that a mother used her daughter to push herself forward in life, used her daughter to achieve her own dreams, to live the kind of life that she desired to live. She used her daughter. The life that she could not achieve for herself, she was able to achieve because of her daughter. And you want to blame only the man? Your daughter was 17. At that age, you are still under your parents now. Okay, fine. Abroad, it's different. Even at 16, 15, you can introduce a boyfriend to your parents abroad. In Africa, in my time, what are you talking about marriage? You can't even talk about boyfriend. How much more marriage at 17? You have to be poor. You have to be wretched for you to be getting married at 17. Because at that age, maybe you are finishing secondary school, your parents are trying to put you in university. Nobody is trying to put you and go and marry one man that already has 5 wives. You have to be very wretched and hungry. Not even, oh my God, this is my boyfriend. I want to build the future. I want to build my life together with him. I love him so much. And your mother is looking at you like, you're just 17. And you understand this feeling. Wait a bit. And you're just looking at your daughter like you're crazy. You will get over it. It's not even like that. Oh. This one is a baba that has finished enjoying his life. 5 wives, uncountable children. And you just say, okay, not even boyfriend, husband. Ah. Someone says she admired to live big and reasons when she became a bully just a year after she got married to the man. Because she never imagined that she would be a regular person. Because now she's still a bit in the cloud, so give her 6 months from now. She never thought that she would come back to this Nollywood, to this regular. I'm a celebrity. I'm an influencer. I'm a business. She didn't think she would be hustling again and working and doing. She didn't think so. She was doing, oh, I opened a production company, Regina Entertainment Television. I started a fashion brand, Regina Fashion Brand. She was just living that, okay, I'm in the clique of senators and I'm the secretary of the Senators' Wives Association. Do you know what that means, guys? And she was a victim, a secretary of a whole Senators' Wives Association. Wow, I think a lot of Nigerians will be praying to be victims. So if they see what she gained, I don't know if she really gained a lot in terms of materials from him, but at least that $100,000 that they wired to her account alone. Let's start with that. And she came out and still posted it so that all you women can go and choke. All of you who want to build with men, all of you who are doing love with some men that are not even senators and they cannot even give you $10,000, come and choke. Look at my own old man, he gave me $100,000. She posted it so that all the women can choke. Today she's coughing over coughing over her phone, crying. Finally, I'm crying on camera. No, don't cry in a bucket. Don't cry on don't cry on camera. People didn't feel sorry for her like that. It was later that people started to, when Mercy Johnson really got involved, then other celebrities started to like warm up to her. Initially, people just pretended like they weren't seeing. People were not really like, you understand. She felt on top of the world. She felt untouchable. She just didn't feel like she would need anybody, all these common people. No, 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 no. I would never need their help for anything. Nothing. I would never need their money. I would never need their assistance for anything. But look at her life today. She needed those same common people to post on social media, to blog, to fight for her, to do videos and talk down on Ned. She needed those same ordinary people. No senator's wife came out and supported her and fought for her. No, no. Ordinary people that she insulted. You people, you paid your 500 naira or 200 naira to buy my cassette and you think you can control my life. Very nonsense mouth. She doesn't even know how to talk. You know, when she was acting the senator's wife, I imagined her to be someone with a different personality than she showcased after this, during this scandal. I imagine her like who I used to know before she got married. She has changed. She doesn't know how to talk. Her personality sucks, in my opinion. She would just, all those things she said, I'll be like, the only thing that she said, I just felt like, okay, at least she was strong, was when she said, I will take care of my children. I will be in their lives, you know. If at all, if worse comes to worse, they will bear my name. For a young girl to make those statements, it means, she has a certain level of strength to be able to be like, I will fight you, Ned, despite who you think you are. You think you are an Iroko? My children will bear my name. I will fight you. And saying that from Nigeria, you understand? So yeah, that was the only thing I felt like, okay, this one is feeling like she's strong. But every other thing, just talking nonsense from her mouth. Very arrogant, like, but don't worry, life will humble her very soon. They are all accomplished, 100. Okay, Ned is 64. Oh no, don't go to the naughty corner. Let me see. Hello, Kandu. Yes. Someone says, we saw Regina growing in the media. Epanet is lying. Me, I strongly believe she was 17 when he married her. There is no doubt about that. Almost no doubt about that. Yeah. However, we don't know now if he is lying, because he is saying she gave me this voter's card and she told me she was 21. And that's what the voter's card also said. So I kept it. So we don't know. We cannot say for sure 100% that he's lying. But is she, or was she 17? I believe she was 17. But if he comes out to say, look, I didn't know, how can we prove that he knew? Apart from the fact that he arranged travel documents for her to go to Dubai before she was 17. And the passport that she used to go to Dubai shows that she was 17. So you should have known before she clocked 18 that you were married to. So at what point did you find out that she was 17? At what point? After the marriage? Before? At what point? So it's a mess, honestly. It's a mess. Whoa. Regina said she has been with Epaned for 7 years. So since 2018, and they got married 2019. And she was getting pregnant and having abortions. This small girl. Hey, I don't know the kind of children that woman, that Rita Daniels, she raised though. Honestly. I don't know the kind of children she just raised. That's why this movie industry of a thing, that they will be like, no, if you have a mother that is there to protect you, it's okay. Your child can go into entertainment. There is no problem. Da, da, da. It's not always the case, so it's not always true, because your child will be exposed to some things at such a tender age. Rita Daniels was an actress. She didn't do very well in her time. Some of you might not know it. Regina's mother was an actress before Regina started. Rita Daniels didn't do well as an actress. And then Regina became a child actor. Regina has 3 siblings. All of them, none of them is really, honestly, none of them is someone you'd look at and be like, oh my God, okay. Okay, fine. One of them is studying in the UK. He's doing his master's, which is commendable, very good. But the lifestyle, the carefree lifestyle, and to hear that the mother always, um she's always having their back when people are complaining about their smoking, for example, smoking weed. She'll be like, oh, it's part of the celebrity lifestyle. Oh, look at Davido also smokes, Burna Boy smokes, Wizkid smokes. So it's just it's a thing children do. Let them just live their life. That's what I heard Regina's mother always says, to defend her children's lifestyle. Little children smoking weed up and down. Your child gave birth to her first child at the age of 18. If you claim she was 17 when she got married, by 18, a child you should have really sent to school, a promising young girl, she just gave up her entire life to be a sixth wife. Like, what were you looking for? And you said you were not poor. Okay, Ned was poor. He wanted to become an actor, so he needed your influence so that he can enter Nollywood. Tell us that's the narrative. It's a pity. It's a pity, honestly. That woman, she didn't do well. She didn't raise her kids well. If you ask me, she didn't raise her kids well. She didn't. Someone says she may have legally changed her name to Daniels. I doubt it. I doubt it. Her passport still carries her original surname, and even after she married this man, she still didn't change her name to his name. She didn't add Nwoko to her legal name. And the funny thing is, anyway, we'll talk about that when next I come, like maybe. The hospital report carry Regina Nwoko. Never never have I heard the Regina Nwoko anywhere. But this man is just full of he's full of shit also. Oh my goodness. I can't believe the voters card is falsified. Wow. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But who did it? Did Regina falsify it? Or did the man falsify it? You see? Soap opera. You can never compare a polygamous home to a monogamous home. Never. And why I get so irritated is that people from polygamous homes, they always try to convince. That's the thing that just, I'll be like, look, you are in your situation. Just be there. Don't be trying to convince me that yeah, polygamy is working, everything is fine, we are fine, I'm living fine with my wives, we are at peace, my wives are happy, I love all my wives. It can never be the same. It's a mess. It's yama yama inside. It's a mess. But they will want to be lying and telling us yeah, you marry one wife, you're standing on one leg. Now how many legs are you standing on? You are still running after than Regina. How many legs are you standing on now? Go and marry another one. Marry more so that you can have more headaches. You love headaches because one woman alone is a handful. Yeah, the date of birth on her birth certificate is the same one on her passport, but the one on the voter's card is fake. Yes, that's another thing, you know. Yeah, the man likes small girls, but at least if you want to go for small girls, there is nothing wrong with it. But please make sure they are 18 plus. Make sure they are 18 plus. You have your money. If a small girl of 18, 19, 20 wants to go with you, even at 80, if you are 80 something, they want to go with you. It's their body, it's a cup of tea. But don't be going for underage little girls that you should be encouraging to go to school. Small girls. When you have children of that same age, don't do that. You call yourself a senator, don't do it. That's dirt. As big, you're a big tall man and you're sleeping over a small girl of 17. You're 57 at that time. You were 57. You were not even afraid of her size, her age. You had the courage also. 57, you climbed on top of her and put the baby inside of her. You have heart, eh? Because you have money. I don't blame you 100%. Oh. because she opened her legs. You didn't force her. Her mother let it happen. So all of you, gosh. It's only poverty that will make a mother do that. For you to be a sixth wife. Only poverty, in my opinion. What kind of nonsense love? Love within 3 weeks. The man said he married her within 3 weeks. What kind of love is that? If he was a keke rider, would they have said, oh, would they have defended the love narrative? Would they have? My goodness. Wow. Someone says, but Jaruma said she was not a virgin. Yeah, Jaruma said she did reverse, but Jaruma also she's actually also full of shit, kind of. She also talks some things that I'm like, okay, girl, you're just talking. She said she did reverse virginity or whatever. Like if you are not a virgin, she can transform you to become a virgin again. Nigerian people. In fact, at this point, me itself, I don't believe Regina was a virgin when she met this Baba. I don't think so. I don't think she was a virgin. If you can have the heart to sleep with a man for the first time, not even like, oh my God, this is my boyfriend. You know how you can be in love when you're 17 with your boyfriend? You're like, oh my God, butterflies. And you people just make love and you lose your virginity. I can even understand a bit. But for the first time, you have never done it with anybody, and the first one you would do it with is a man old enough to be your grandfather. I don't believe that girl was a virgin. I don't. But yeah, that's what they told us. Exactly, Miriam. Now you understand. This sounds like an arranged marriage between Ned and Regina's mom. She literally sold her daughter. I 100% believe there was some form of agreement between Ned and Regina's mom. It wasn't it wasn't just Ned. I think I wasn't there. It wasn't just Ned looking at Regina and toasting Regina. I think Ned saw Regina, he liked her. But he didn't meet Regina on his own to have just approached her because he would not know how Regina's mom would react. Naturally, you can't just be capturing a small girl that the mother brought. You don't know if the mother will run to the police and say, oh, this old man is looking for my daughter. So you would want to consult that mother. Like you people are friends. You are like, okay. Some people are even insinuating that Ned was having something sexual. I don't know. It's just an insinuation. Possibly allegedly having something sexual with the woman, and then maybe she needed something, maybe she needed a fund, she needed to start up something. She approached him with the proposal, and then he kind of like also demanded, okay, nothing goes for nothing. I like this, your daughter, and then she obliged. Possibly, I'm not saying that's what happened, but I think she encouraged Regina to go for it because there was something in it for her. That's what I think, and that's what I believe. Like she had something to gain from the marriage between Ned and Regina. And that thing will still come out. That deal that she had with Ned that made her say, okay, if that's what you want, okay, I will talk to her. I will talk to my daughter. Yeah, mothers, Jesus. Now, shame and disgrace, public shame and disgrace. The girl na bado now they use small pikin eye they look her. I know na girl we don dey carry baba. Na runs girl pro max na we don dey carry this level senator we dey carry we dey carry big shot we dey carry billionaire at that age. Me I know na they don dey talk am 2 times. We know wetin dey like mother like daughter. And they were even doing it secretly before the marriage. So She was having an affair because the man was a married man. He had five wives, or let's say four legal wives. He was married five times. So she was just having an affair with a married man. And eventually she got pregnant. She had an abortion. And then they got married. According to her own story. Man, shit, man. Wow. A child who is not comfortable would have walked out of it. I have seen young Hausa Muslim girl who did because they were not happy. I don't think Regina was happy, but she just felt like, let me sacrifice this. My mother wants it. I will be fine. My mother is here with me. And she got used to it eventually, and she was fine eventually. You understand? Yeah, she was fine eventually. But yeah, sometimes you're not happy, but you just make that sacrifice. Yeah. Me, I don't think she was 100% happy being married initially. I don't think so. The happiness came later, or maybe fake happiness, social media happiness. Exactly. Ah, these people advertised polygamy. These people made it standard. They made it a norm. Like, there's not like, the way they advertised it. Jesus. It ended in tears. Hello, Elizabeth. What's good? Wow, that's so true, though. Anikot says he was not there when she was born. So, whatever age she presents is what he will take. That's true. But what we don't know for sure is, did she truly present that age to him? Did she truly present 21 to him as he's claiming? Or he just knew that this girl is 17 and I will sleep with her? That's what we don't know. We don't know. Maybe he's just saying that to defend himself. We don't know that. It's his word against hers. And I don't really think she has denied that fact. To be honest, I don't think she has come out to say, no, you knew I was 17. I don't think she has clearly done that. The only thing they are saying now is, I was 17 when you married me. But when he came out and said, you told me you were 21, you showed me your voter's card, she didn't debunk it. She didn't say, oh no, I didn't tell you I was 21. I told you I was 17 and it wasn't a problem for you. She hasn't done that. So possibly she also lied to him. I don't know. I don't know. The only person that slightly debunked the age thing was her brother, when her brother said, the voter's card is fake, you printed it from your living room. But she has not come out to say, Oga, I told you I was 17. You knew that I was a minor, and yet you went on and married me. She didn't come out to say so. She didn't come out to say so. She's only just saying, I was 17. You see? For me, we cannot exempt this man from the blame. He married a minor. That one, we can never change it. And in law, ignorance is not a good defense. Like, oh, I didn't know. I don't think it holds water in the court of law. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, you didn't know. Was she 70? That's what that's what they will look at. She was 17? Yes. You married her? Yes. You are an offender. Okay, they might consider that, okay, you didn't know. They might consider. But it's not going to be a reason to just acquit him. Oh, he didn't know, so he's free to go. No, no. He has a lot to lose. There's so much at stake. He should have just left this girl alone. When this girl left his house to go to Lagos, when she went and rented a house or bought a house, I don't know which one. This Baba should have just left this girl. This Baba. Hey, he should have just left her. All these new talks wouldn't have come out. He didn't leave her. He was explaining. He was posting, putting press release, arresting the brother. Yeah, and then everything continued to blow out of proportion. Now they've released the brother. What did you gain, sir? No, what did you gain, sir? Okay, you just wanted them to torture him or for him to be locked up for 5 days. You took 5 days of his life. Did you take the rest of his life? That's what people don't think about. Oh, I'll just arrest him. I will show power. Let him be there. Let them lock him. And then he will suffer. He will be there. Now he's out. Are you going to lock him up for the rest of his life? So what did you gain? What did you get? What's the result of locking him up? Did it bring your wife back? Did it bring your reputation back? Okay, some people praised you. Oh, yeah, it's good for him. Let them lock him up. Okay, he's out now, enjoying himself, smoking his weed. This Baba should have just let things die down. But he still wanted to show authority, still wanted to show power, influence. It backfired, though. It backfired. Hmm. A man with two wives or three wives will never work. It's an ego thing with this type of men, yes. And they don't even go for just regular women. No, they only go for the prettiest ones. So it's really an ego thing. It's not just, oh, I fell in love with this woman. How come it's only pretty women you are falling in love with? Young girls. Go and marry more, Baba. Don't stop now. Baba polygamy. Ambassador of polygamy in Nigeria. Go and marry more to prove your point so that you are not standing on one leg. Marry more. You think it's us you are doing? We that we don't want polygamy. You are. The worst thing is, if you want to be polygamous, just be polygamous in peace. Don't be condemning other people who choose not to be polygamous. I'll be like, just shut up. You understand? Now, how's the polygamy serving you? Hmm. What men give you worms? Oh, and they give you money too. But money is not everything at the end of the day. Even with $100,000, she still cried out on social media. Wow, the use of substance helped her to cope with her unhappiness. Hmm. Her mother destroyed her life. That's just what I will say for now. Her mother helped her destroy her life further. Me, I don't think there's anything you will tell me. If you are poor, be poor. Oh. Please be poor. Oh. When I know what I want out of life, then you say because you are poor, I should throw away my life. Please, I love you, but please let everybody be poor on their own. I don't know if you understand. So you will sacrifice your future. Your mother has already lived her own life. She didn't even let you have the opportunity to live your own life. You sacrificed it for her. Why? Now you have to start from ground zero, like start afresh. Start dating now, looking for another husband. Start. Thank God for her, she's still beautiful and young. Thank God for her. Not the other one looking like a grinding stone in Brentwood there. Not even looking attractive, not looking fresh, looking like 40. At least Regina is still succulent, she's still bubbling, she's still fresh. So yeah, chances are there she will still, meet someone again. However, those 6 7 years of her life, two children in the middle, can she regain those years back? That's the question. Okay, my lovely people, let me say good night. I will come back with part two because there's just so much to still dig deep into all the things that these people have said, both Regina and Ned, and some other people like brothers and friends and co-wife, Laila. One thing I don't even understand is how come it's only the Moroccan wife and Regina we see? How about the other wives? Why don't we see them? According to eyewitnesses, the other wives are still in the picture. Only one is like not in the picture. And that one, guess what? I think her name is Lillian or something, or maybe it's another one. The wife that is no longer in the picture. This same Ned came out on social media and told us she was also a mental case. He also accused that wife of drug abuse, and that one lost custody of the children. One of the wives. And people who have been to his house are claiming that all the other wives are there. But we don't see them. We only see this Moroccan wife and Regina. Those are the last two wives, the latest wives, the fifth and sixth wives. We don't see the other ones. Hmm. Should I show you evidence? Okay, let me show you. It's not we are just digressing a bit, but I like to speak with evidence. Let me show you. Then you tell me whether I'm lying. Where is that picture? Is this grandma's grinding stone or not grandma grinding stone? Those types you see in the village. Those ones, those flat, thick ones, they are flat and deep, like in the middle, and then the edges are like thicker and heavy, you know? Those village grinding stones. You understand? So you can compare that. Let me look for a new picture of Regina. I don't have, okay, I have it, but I don't have it here. You can compare that with a 24-year-old body. As someone said, Regina na body, na bado. Okay, guys, let me go now. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm not regular here, so all my viewers and people, I don't see them too much like that, but I'll try to come back again like before, and we can pick up again and just have fun analyzing. Thank you all so much for your contributions. Thank you for your comments, your shares, your likes. Give the video a thumbs up, by the way, if you haven't already. Also subscribe if you just stumble upon this video and you are like, who is talking, who is this? Subscribe for more. We're going to do episode 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, thank you all once again, and I'll see you guys soon. I don't know when, but by the grace of God, very soon. Not too long, not too far away. Oh, not too long from now. Thank you and have a good evening. Bye. Bye bye. Good night.